Welcome to our spiritual playground. This podcast is a playground for spiritual growth. When you're here, you will experiment with energy, embrace joy and laughter, manifest miracles, and meet the soul sisters you've always wanted.
Think of this as an enchanted nook where you can explore ideas, energy, healing, and everyday magic with openness, curiosity, and a little sparkle. We believe spirituality gets to be practical and playful. No rules, no pressure, just permission to feel what's true for you. So take a breath, pull on your sweats, and come play with us. In this episode of our spiritual playground, we are diving into manifestation, sharing a little magic from a trip to Nashville, and opening up about how we can gently release the resistance that can sneak in when we least expect it. Hi, Heather.
Hey, Sue. You just got back from a big trip. I can't wait to hear about it.
Oh, I did. I just got back from Nashville a few days ago, and I cannot even wait to tell you about all the synchronicity and the crazy, beautiful manifestations that happened. Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited to hear.
It's just so good. I literally was screaming. So funny. Okay, so I went on this trip with this group of women that I know virtually, and it was the first time that I met them in person. And we've been focusing each on our own individual goals. And one of my big goal is to get the message of soul scribing out to everyone that needs it. And I don't have a background in how to do that. And so I got the nudge and I joined this beautiful woman's group, and it's been a few months now, and it's been so awesome. I'm learning so much. And so it was really cool. This was a work and play mix. So we spent part of the days going over things and learning things, and her basically auditing what we need to do or what we could do. And so when everybody got there the first night, we checked into the hotel. First of all, the whole place is pink. So I was ballistic because, as you know, obviously, you can see, I am a pinkaholic. So I was flipping out, and it was very feminine and empowering women. And everywhere you look, it was just comfortable and beautiful. And I was flipping out. I was loving it so much. And so we got up to the room. And my mentor said, she's like, okay, let me show you what I have for you. So I brought some goodies for you. Okay. Now, she brought us clipboards, which are blingy, sparkly clipboards, which are really cool because we needed to have those to be able to write stuff down, check things off. And then, of course, we've got to stay hydrated. So she got us a pink, this initially... So it's a Paris Hilton cup, but initially it said, "That's hot." But because part of the trip is all about me sharing soul scribing across America and how excited I am to have people from all over, not just America, but to start, right, to share that they're soul scribing. They're doing this, some might call it intuitive writing. It's a little different than that, but they're writing with the part of them, that knows. It's opening the door to your inner wisdom. So I created these stickers that say, open the door to your inner wisdom or inner knowing.
Yep.
And then with soul scribing, and then it's got the little soul scribing across America. And then there's a little QR code. So if I met people and we started talking about different things, a lot of times people say, well, what do you do? Well, I teach this life-changing writing technique, and so they could just boop and zap the QR code and sign up for my free workshop if it felt good. There's a description and everything there. So I was really psyched. That was a manifestation within itself because I didn't know if it was going to happen in time with the stickers and staples, but yay, staples. It happened, so that was really exciting. So she gives us the cups and the clipboard.
Yep.
Now, I love the bling. Yeah. And to say the least, and one of the things that I really wanted, well, there were actually two things I really wanted, but one of them I wanted to bring with me was a sequin jacket. And I've seen, like, I went to a restaurant locally and this girl had one on and I thought, oh my gosh, where did you get that? That is so awesome. It's so sparkly, so fun. And you can layer it. And it was beautiful. And she told me, I got it on Amazon. And so I started searching on Amazon and I found one. And I was like, this is the one I want because I can wear it with anything, any color. It's going to be great. And it did not come in time for the trip.
Mm.
And so I got, it said it would be here, and then the update was that it wasn't going to be here until like a day or two later.
Yeah.
So I canceled it. I was like, well, I'm not going to get it. If I want to get it later, I'll get it later, but I'm not going to get it because I really wanted it for this trip. So my mentor, her name is Nellie, she gives us the clipboard and she gives us the cups, and she was like, and hold on, wait for it. She says, and I got each of you one of these. Thank you for your patience, and I'm creating suspense right now for everybody that's watching. Okay, I got you one of these. Are you freaking kidding me? It's the same jacket. It's the same jacket in the correct size. Are you kidding me right now?
Perfect.
Look at it. Oh my gosh. I screamed. And she said, I know, you told me. You told me when we were at the restaurant that it didn't come in time and how bummed out you were. And I almost told you then, but I kept my mouth shut because I wanted to surprise everybody. So this isn't something that everybody has in their wardrobe. And the fact that it's the same jacket, talk about alignment, right? So wait, there's more. There's more. So actually there were 3 things. So the jacket, everybody was telling me, Sue, you need to get a pink cowboy hat. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's cool, but I don't know if I'll wear it. I'd probably wear it as a costume. So I don't want to spend a lot of money on a hat. And I definitely didn't want to buy boots. I knew that. But I was like thinking about if I could find a hat that's reasonable, I could definitely rock it sometimes. Okay. And so she says, but wait, there's more. I'm not even kidding you, Heather. Not only is it my color, but there's stars and sparkle on this freaking hat. I didn't have to buy it. I just had to order it from the universe. And then she brought it. And wait, there's more. I also really wanted a pair of blinged out sunglasses. And I used to have some, but I scratch them up all the time. And so she says, wait, there's more. No lie. I can't even. Everything my heart desired that I wanted to get for this trip or from this trip was provided for me. And I really believe it was because I let it go. I wanted the jacket, and once it didn't come in time, I was like, that's okay. Maybe I'll find something I like there, not attached to the outcome. Hat, not attached, because I was like, I don't want to spend a lot of money. How about $0? Right? And then the sunglasses. Like, I'll probably find some cute ones with some little, bling bling rhinestone. I just was in shock, and this was the first night.
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to press pause for 1 second
Yeah.
and say 2 things. One is, this is what Spirit's on me to write this book. And this is one of the big things, is just lower your resistance. Let go of resistance, and what you want shows up. Right? Exactly what you just said. The other thing is spiritual playground. We're intuitive beings. These things that were circling on your mind, chicken and an egg. Is it because you wanted them that they showed up? Did you want them because they were showing up?
Ooh.
Right?
Ooh, that's a great question. Are you trying to discover answers, or are you just noticing?
I'm
Like,
mostly noticing and curious if, we have so much judgment and thought, and we're trying to figure everything out. What if we just notice, I'm really noticing that a pink cowboy hat keeps coming up. A sparkly jacket feels exciting. Okay. What if we don't have to figure everything out and decide if we've earned it, or if it's too expensive, or what we have to do to get it? What if we can spend more time and attention just noticing what's showing up, and that helps lower our resistance. So what we want, it's easier for it to get to us. Okay, sorry.
No, I love that you're talking about your book, because you and I know that part of this conscious manifestation process, the conscious part of it is that we think about it and we start dreaming about it, but then we start talking about it. And that's like a natural next step, that we want this thing to happen, that we're working on this goal, that we're so excited about it, that we're in the energy of the anticipation of the goodness that's going to come out. And so I love that you're talking about it more and more and more and more. I'm so glad. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then of course, if there's an inspired action, we've got to like notice it and take it. For me, with this, I don't know. I didn't have to really take an inspired action to get it. I mean, I did buy the jacket and then I returned it because it didn't come in time. But like I placed the order with the universe and it showed up. Other than me having a positive like outlook and not being completely attached to it, other than like, yeah, I think I'm going to look around for this. You know, that it was kind of like, ooh, like a joyful thing. Not like, I can't believe my coat didn't show up and I'm so mad. Like I didn't go there because what's the point?
Yeah, and you didn't say, I don't want a crappy cowboy hat and the only good ones cost so much money. And no, just like, well, we'll see. It'd be cool if it was pink, and even better if it had sparkles. And I don't want to spend a lot of money, so bam.
I just can't even. It's better than I could have even imagined. And that's the thing. It's like this or something better, because could I even imagine that there would be awesome stars? The name of the program I'm in is called Superstar. So she, I'm sure, bought them very intentionally because that's how she is. And also, come on! Oh my goodness. I'm just going to rock it for the rest of the hour.
Do it.
Together. I think I want to wear it all day, actually. What's that?
I said you look amazing.
Thanks. I feel amazing. It's incredible what like a fun item can do for you, or multiple. Okay. So the trip was incredible. This was such a beautiful, bonus that I didn't even realize. We really got a beautiful amount of time to focus on what we needed and then focus on the experiencing. So with this program that I'm in, it's all about like your perspective and how you see the world, and then recording so that you're getting content that you can use to share your message, your passion, your purpose. And so once I walked into the hotel, I knew it was pink because somebody told me, and I saw a reel that it was pink. But I knew it was going to be so easy. And I channeled my inner Heather last night, by the way, when I said, what if it was easy? I did tell people too. I was like, hey, that's Heather right there. What if it were easy? I asked myself. And I just went around the hotel, and every single new thing I discovered, I made a little video about it because it felt so good. It felt like I'm going to bring everybody on the journey with me, even if I'm already home by the time I get to share it, because I have so many videos. Obviously, I haven't posted them all, but so it was just really neat about like the uniqueness of the place and the way it was set up and all the opportunity for gathering places and comfort and business meetings. But it was so the opposite of stuffy. It was just so comfortable and welcoming, and so were the rooms, like so feminine and comfy. And so I spent a long time, like the first 24 hours I was in the hotel because I was waiting for everybody to get there. And then once they did, we ate upstairs at the bar. And then we spent the time downstairs in the lobby, which again was gorgeous, before we hit the town. And then the noticing of the hitting the town was and so this isn't really necessarily about manifestation, but maybe kind of. It was more about me noticing, like you said earlier. I was looking for places that looked really busy and chaotic, and I was looking for places that looked calm and peaceful, because I feel like that is the contrast that's in our head, right? Sometimes our head is so busy with so much noise coming at us that it's really hard to get quiet to tune into our inner knowing. And then when I saw, like, there was a beautiful, like, if you haven't been to Nashville, have you? Have you
Mm-mm.
been? It's worth like a weekend or a long weekend
Yeah.
trip. I would probably do if just a few days seemed like it was good for me.
Yeah.
But everybody's so friendly. That's what I heard.
Mm.
Everyone's so friendly, and it's true. So friendly. Like the Uber drivers all talk to you, and it's just great. Versus,
Mm.
sometimes around where we live, not as
Yeah.
much. I won't say where that is, but but so I saw this beautiful wall of water, and it was just streaming down, and all you could hear, it was a waterfall, and all you could hear was that sound. And I just stood in front of it, and I got my phone. Well, first I just recorded it by itself, and then I flipped my phone around and I just closed my eyes. I think I was wearing this anyway. And I just listened to the sound, and I just recorded myself listening because it felt so relaxing and so peaceful.
Mm.
And that is how it feels when we tune in to what is available within us,
Yeah.
and like the fact that we can do it on demand, and the fact that, like, I love that I get to teach this to people because we don't know that we can do it on demand.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's
Yeah.
very, I mean, that's mindfulness, right? It's very much not insisting, well, it has to be a peaceful place. It has to be no people. It has to be, I have to have hours of time. I have to have, no, here, look, here it is. I've got it. I've got everything I need.
One
Yeah.
minute, 30 seconds, 2 minutes. I do something called the 2 minute tune in. Because really,
Mm.
we can experience so much in 2 minutes. And even less, but I like that it's teased, 2 minute tune in. you know. And 2 minutes feels good. 2 minutes feels like I have been intentional about it.
Mm-hmm.
And uh and that feels good whether you're putting on a song to have a dance party for 2 minutes and get your
Mm-hmm.
energy up or down, or calm yourself, or hyper. We can do anything for 2 minutes, but
Yep.
within reason, legally, all that good stuff. But to be
Mm.
able to just take 2 minutes to just be and
Mm.
receive, how good is that?
Mm.
So I was just looking for
Oh,
noticing opportunities,
yeah.
because it was really a great place to capture the energy.
Yeah.
It really was. It was
Yeah.
neat. So
Oh, so
yeah,
beautiful. So beautiful. I love that. And I'm always in the conversation about miracles, and
yeah,
these are miracles can be all kinds of things. Anything that switches you from that place of fearfulness, this is really hard, I can't have it, to, oh, okay, I can do this. But miracles also are these signs from the universe that you are in alignment. What you are doing, what you are thinking, where you are showing up, um, all of that. And like, ding, 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 the minute you
mm,
arrived, you started getting all of these. So it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And I really, I believe that. And I believe we can live that way, supported by the universe, so that it's not
yeah.
all on us.
It isn't. It isn't. We've been talking about that in. I have a virtual book club, and we were talking about that very thing, about that. What if it wasn't all about us forcing it and
Mm-hmm.
pushing? What if it was about us allowing and receiving and even
Yeah.
surrendering? And I
Yeah.
think many of us have learned that surrendering is like a sign of weakness. Certainly when
Mm-hmm.
there's a war, it can feel like, surrendering is giving up. When
Mm-hmm.
actually the
Mm-hmm.
surrendering is the knowing you don't have to carry this burden, this worry, this problem, or this dream alone.
Yeah,
And
exactly. That's
it's the
such an important point, because I think people do get really, myself included, I mean, I'm human. Uh, People get really messed up around surrender, thinking
mm,
that means, same as forgiveness, and those two are definitely linked.
yeah.
Um, and that surrender means I'm saying it's okay, my life can be crappy, and I'll just accept it. And it's not that at all.
No, it's what's the there's an expression, and I don't know that I'm going to get it completely right, but it's something like what you're wanting is wanting you. That's not the exact expression, but it's similar. You,
Yes.
you know the one I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's this
Yes. You're meeting up.
alignment. Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel
So
like I did a
beautiful.
lot of that over the
Mm.
weekend, which feels great.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, congratulations. I'm so
Thanks.
excited for you for this amazing soul scribing, like just limitless, 100%
Yeah.
limitless. I'm so
Yeah.
excited and for everybody that gets to participate. What a gift.
It really is. I've been saying recently,
Oh,
it's what's come to my mind is that,
hmm.
oh,
That's too bad. Oh,
this is this is an interesting scenario. We're talking about all this good stuff. And what's up, universe? Do I need to place an order for my internet ahead of time? Oh my
that has to be
goodness.
part of our intention setting. And also
Definitely.
perfect internet service. Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Um, I just had something and then now I forgot what it was. That's okay. Anyway, yes, oh, I have been telling people recently, that's what it was, that I could not give you a bigger gift. Like, I couldn't give you, I can't even think of a bigger gift I could give you. I could give you $10,000. I could take you on a cruise. I could give you a cruise. I could do anything, and you could be on that cruise and still feel disconnected from yourself and from your inner knowing and from your your passion, your purpose, your inner wisdom, all of it. And so I had this realization that, oh my gosh, this is the best gift. So I'm just
Yeah.
inviting everybody. Like, it's free, right? It's free. It's a free opportunity to experience it. Which I will put in the comments for those people who are listening that want to experience
Yeah.
it. It's ongoing. I
Yeah.
have a few opportunities a month, and so you can just catch the next one, the next one, the next one. It's always going to be the same link with an updated date,
Mm.
which makes it really simple.
Perfect.
So,
Perfect. I love
yay!
it. I
Thanks.
love it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, since it's the playground and we want to invite people to play with us with these ideas, perhaps we can lead them in some kind of a practice that is lowering resistance, saying yes to what we want, wanting us,
Mm.
in some way. We can support them with that, and I don't know if you have ideas already. I wonder if maybe we start with the 2 minute, what's it called?
Oh, I call it a 2 minute tune in. Sure. We can totally try that. And so the experience for the 2 minute tune in is to, if you're a person that feels like, ooh, I might get in my head about this, or even if you're not, what I encourage you to do is for this particular moment, I'm going to encourage you to move. Moving is one of the easiest way to open ourselves up and open the door to the inner knowing. And so, like I talked about earlier, just that 30-second dance party. Go ahead and, you know, go ahead and turn on some music that you love. Pause this video, go dance it out for 30 seconds or a minute or the whole song, whatever feels good, and then come back with a journal and a pen because then you'll get to tune in. Yeah,
Oh,
so we'll let you
amazing.
go do that. Go have some fun with a favorite song. It easily is going to lift your vibes because music that you love always does, right? So go ahead and do that,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll meet you right back here in just a moment.
Mm.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Here we go. So you've got your piece of paper or journal, you've got your pen, and the easiest thing that I tell people is once we've opened ourselves up, we've dropped from our head into our body, into our heart. This writing is really coming from the heart. And so just closing your eyes, taking a moment to breathe and be in the present moment, because that is all we have. And then the question that I give people all the time, because it is just the easiest, I should say, most simple and basic question, is what would be helpful for me to know right now? And so that could be any part of your life. You don't have to ask about a certain area, but if you want to, you can. So you could say, what would be helpful for me to know right now? Or what would be helpful for me to know right now about my relationship, my career, my kid, my health, anything. You're welcome to fill in the blank. And so what we're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take your paper, and I'll give you a fun little inside tip. The way that I teach this is that, so you can not miss my paper, I love the blank paper so that we're not restricted to lines. So again, that loosens up the resistance, right? It's not like I have to stay on the line. And let me grab a pen. Ooh, here's a good one. And obviously, if you have fun colored pens, you know, those are really cool. Excuse me. And so what you're going to do is you can write this as if you are writing yourself a letter. So I'm going to write Dear Sue, and I'm going to write it diagonally. So for those of you who are watching, you can see it. And if you're not watching, instead of going from left to right, I'm diagonal on the page, just as if you would turn your paper and start up in the corner. So I'm going to write, Dear Sue, what would be helpful for you to know right now is, and that's called a sentence starter. We use that a lot in school. What would be helpful for you to know right now? So you're going to take your paper, write it diagonally. It's okay if it takes up a lot of room. And then be open to whatever you receive. It could be a feeling. It could be a word or a thought or a whole sentence or a paragraph. Just allow whatever words, even if it feels weird, allow them to come through, because the difference between the journaling is us choosing each thought. Our journaling is coming directly from our head. The soul scribing is coming from our inner knowing. Lots of times you'll feel it over to the right side of your body. Sometimes you'll feel it up top. Okay. But just whatever comes through, go ahead and allow it through. Heather, do you want to do it right now too?
Sure.
And then we can share, perhaps if it's appropriate, what our messages are.
Okay.
All right. So I am going to put on my glasses. Here we go. All right. Let me know when you're done, Heather.
Okay.
All right. So that was just about 2 minutes. I flubbed up the timer, but hopefully you at home did not. Okay? And sometimes it's going to be 2 minutes or 12 minutes. It might even be 20 minutes. It's all good. But in just 2 minutes, you can get one sentence. Beautiful. You can get one word, one sentence, one feeling, one message that is just what you need in that moment. And the biggest thing that I tell people is comparison is the thief of joy. I have been doing this for years and years and years. And so this is just like a muscle. The more you do it, the stronger it gets. You'll tune right in. And so if you received a feeling today, honor that feeling and cheer it on. If you received a word, and if the word is everything that you needed to know, like relax. Oh, okay. That's great. Done. Like, how beautiful that you can get that insight that you weren't consciously thinking in just a few seconds or a couple of minutes. So I am going to read mine, and you're welcome to read yours if you feel like it's meant for more than you, Heather.
Okay. Okay.
All right, but you don't have to. I always tell people you can play or pass, so you never have to. All right, so here's what I got. Dear Sue, what would be helpful for you to know right now is you are making a difference. You are all making a difference in the state of the world. Good, bad, and ugly, in quotation marks, as they say. When you are conscious of your thoughts, you can choose a different one. You can reframe it. You can reduce and release resistance to allow and receive your desires. Keep making a difference for you and for all. And then my little signature heart that I always get. So basic, but we're making a difference. Every single thing we do and say. Making a difference.
Oh, I love it.
Isn't that
I
cool?
love it. Yes. Yes. Okay. Mine says, Dear Heather, what would be helpful for you to know right now is that you are already doing what it is that you want to do. You have not seen that over the last days and weeks because you have been mistaken or taken the idea of this future that is multi-dimensional. All dimensions are moving together. Know this, trust this, and you accelerate its presence in your experience right now, today. Enjoy. You deserve it.
Oh, mic drop! I should get a little, like a plastic microphone or a blow-up microphone and drop it. Because that's such a mic drop moment. Actually, I'm going to write that down because I think I want to do that. Oh, my word. How do you feel after getting that message, Heather?
It's another one of those Easter eggs, those miracle moments, which is so beautiful that you're teaching Soul Scribing because we are not passive along the ride here. Surrender is not passive. All of this stuff, we can participate. And so we can participate in manufacturing the miracles. And this reminds me of that. And so I sat down to write my book last week and nothing happened. And for a couple days, I just really crashed out. I got really just overwhelmed. And I didn't set myself up for success because I don't know how to write a book. And I just thought, well, I'll just start in the beginning and I'll keep going until I get and in the end, and then it'll be done. And writing a book for me anyway is not that. So I because the book, I don't have it in my hand yet, I have been mistakenly thinking it's not happening. And this reminds me, it's happening. It's happening on all these dimensions. And just like you said, I'm talking about it. It's happening. It's happening. Yeah. Trust it.
It's
enjoy
on its way
it.
To you.
And yes.
Yeah, this book that you want wants you right back.
Exactly.
It wants to be borned into the world.
It's
by
knocking
you.
On the door.
It is. It's like, let me out. Let me out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And such a beautiful reminder for all of us. And I feel the same way about this. It's like we are all making a difference, and those differences are immediately I got the visual of throwing trash out the car window. We're all making a difference, good, bad, and ugly, right? So we're either contributing to the cleanliness and the kindness and the love in this world, or sometimes we may have moments where we're not. We're contributing or we're making a difference in an unhelpful way. And I think the more and more that we become aware of it, the more we have a chance to reduce if it's been an unhelpful thing, or even yelling at somebody, getting in an argument. It's important for us to stand up to ourselves, and also delivery matters. How we interact with each other matters.
Yeah.
How many times have we gotten the response that we wanted by screaming at somebody? It might feel good in the moment, but lots of times, either some of us are apologizing after, or if we're not apologizing, we may be regretting it. So there's just so much to consider, but that we are all a part of this, and that we are again creating our reality, but also we're creating the experience for others and with others as well.
Yeah.
So just a little reminder.
Oh, so if anybody wants to share a word or two or more from what they wrote, if they did this exercise,
Yes.
share it with us. And the other thing is that can be another time when there can be resistance. Like you said, maybe you get a feeling, maybe you get a word, maybe you get a whole page. You and I have both been that person who has experienced that resistance. And so an exercise like this can bring up resistance because you can have thoughts like, I can't do this, I'm not this kind of person, this doesn't work for me.
Or I'm making it up.
Or I'm making it up.
Yeah.
I'm making it up. And so I invite you to honor that feeling, recognize that feeling, say, okay, this is what's present for me. And what if it's possible that I can just play along? What if it's possible that I can do this in my own way? What if this is possible for me? That can help lower that resistance. And when you throw that what if, it takes the right and wrong out of it. It takes the judgment out of it, and it brings in the curiosity. And that's where you tap into the magic.
Yes! Woohoo! The miracles and the magic. I love it.
That's it.
Yeah, thank you for inviting everyone to share in the comments. I absolutely would love to hear about your experience, and if you have a message that you feel like is meant for more than just you, we openly invite you to share it.
Please.
Yes, please. And certainly for more information, go right into the show notes. You will see where you can sign up for free, or if you're ready to just jump right in. I love this. It feels in alignment. I do have a community, and I'm going to tell you for the first time, Heather, it's a school community now.
Wow.
I know. Things have been growing. So now it's a SKOOL.
I think you get a couple extra hours in the day, Sue. You get a lot happening.
There's a lot going on, but I knew it was time. So I invite you into our new school community where everything is beautifully organized. We support each other. We cheer each other on. And it's a place to ask questions that if you're not sure. I provide everything that you need to begin with, and then what's really neat is watching how all of the different members, all these beautiful women, support each other and give each other insight as well. So I invite you to that as well. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll provide both of those links in the notes.
Amazing.
So until next time, my friend,
keep playing.
Keep on playing, and I will see you in the spiritual playground, our spiritual playground.
Bye.
Bye. We invite you to take this spiritual conversation and play with it in your daily life. Here are 3 things you can do to integrate this new information and make it work for you. First, give it another listen. Second, jot down anything that stands out for you. And third, pass it along to someone you care about and see where the conversation goes.
We are Heather Maguire, the Unconventional Intuitive, and Sue Bergman, the Joyful Oracle. We both guide groups, lead workshops and retreats that create meaningful connection and spiritual growth. To connect with us and learn more about our upcoming experiences, check out the links in the show notes and consider joining us for our magical retreat every September in Winthrop, Maine.